The thing I like best about Great River Energy, it's a consumer-owned electric cooperative. It's a not-for-profit organization. So we're not in this business to make a lot of money. We're in this business to provide a valuable service to our consumers, which is to make electricity. We're glad that we can provide jobs here at the processing plant, at the power plant in Elk River, and provide a cost-effective source of electricity to our members at the same time.
When people throw their garbage away and it goes to the curb, it's picked up by the garbage hauler. It's brought to our facility where we take it and we recover the valuable materials out of it, the steel and the aluminum. We take the rest of that material and we process it so that it can become a fuel for our power plant.
How the whole process works here at this facility is that the haulers come in and they weigh in their trucks at the scale house. Once they leave the scale house, they go to our tipping floor, which is the main floor where they'll empty their solid waste. That waste then is on our tipping floor. It gets picked up by a loader. That loader will put it in the pit. The grapple crane will pick out the non-processable materials.
We call it like the garbage parade. I've seen snowmobiles, pieces of cars, axles, mattresses, a lot of toys, TVs, we got water heaters, box springs, carpet, pianos. You just kind of like watch them go by and stuff, and anything that doesn't look right, it's a hydraulic crane. You just swing it over there, pick it up, and just throw it out.
Things like propane tanks, large pieces of steel, large bulky material that would cause plugging in our system. And he can pick those materials out.
That'll go to our bulky waste shredder eventually and get cut down.
By putting it in a bulky waste shredder, we can reduce the size of it so that it will go through our process. We can remove the metals out of it so we have a higher percentage of metal recovery, and we avoid all of that material going to a landfill.
Then it goes up into our mill, which is a 1,200 horse, 24 hammers. Each hammer weighs about 150 pounds, and it's spinning at 900 RPMs.
The flail mill where we beat open the bags and do the primary chopping of the fuel.
The bags then are all broken up. That goes to our first conveyor, C1. That'll go up into our mags.
Magnets where we can take out the ferrous, the magnetic material.
They'll take out the metals and they'll drop off in different conveyors.
Some of the material then goes through an eddy current separator, which is a system that takes the aluminum out of the fuel. All of the metals that we recover are stored on site for a while, and then we send those off-site to a recycler. The ferrous is made into new steel. The aluminum is melted down into new cans and other aluminum materials. We size the material and segregate the grit, the broken glass, rocks, other things that wouldn't be combustible, and we collect those. We do landfill those, but they're a small percentage of the total garbage that comes into the plant.
And a disc screen is a bunch of discs with scallops on them, and the product will flow across the top. The heavy product will drop through. Those conveyors go through air classifiers.
The air classifier system takes the product and it kind of separates the light and the heavy products going through.
They go into 40-foot trailers that have walking floors in them. Those are compacted with our compactors, where they get trucked over to the power plant in Elk River.
RDF is brought in by semis. It is unloaded onto a floor where it's stockpiled. Then the loader operator pushes it into a conveyor, which through a series of a couple conveyors brings it into the plant.
There's feeders that feed it into the boilers, and basically the boiler is just a big furnace, and it burns, we call it RDF or fuel.
The trash we burn is called refuse-derived fuel. That's no more than municipal solid waste that you and I would throw away.
That creates heat, which boils the water in the boiler, which creates steam, which is sent to a turbine.
We take cooling water from the river, goes through the condenser, which is underneath the turbine, and then the steam that comes through the turbine goes into the condenser, is condensed down into water.
We burn trash, we generate ash. The bag house bags collect that.
Bag house is just basically a big building, and it's full of filtered bags, and the flue gas has the particles in it, sticks to the bags, the air passes through, and then we have a system for cleaning that cleans those bags out.
The air quality control system consists of the scrubber, which removes the acid gases, the fabric filter, which removes the particulate or the fine dust.
There's material there that is not combustible. That is then collected and brought to a special landfill that we own and operate up in Becker, Minnesota. It's designed just for the ash from the waste combustor and is treated in an environmentally sound manner.
I like the idea when we're running and everything's up, basically we're self-sufficient. We're burning garbage and making something out of it.
I think we're doing a good thing here. What we do, taking a wasteful product and turning it into a burnable fuel.
Helping out the environment by burning garbage instead of putting it in a landfill.
Never think about the vision and how they could take garbage and turn it into electricity. You know, it's just amazing.
There's so much waste in America nowadays that if we can recover it and keep it out of landfills, that's a big plus for this, for all of us, basically.
We should be at full production before any garbage is landfilled from the metro area. So that's our goal. That's what I'm working on personally, is trying to make sure that all the garbage that can economically be brought here is brought here and is turned into clean, efficient electricity for our members.